football, recapping week 16. Let's start with the Bears. Let's start with them. The Bears came back. They were down, I think it was like 16 to like 3, I think, at one point. Came back down, tied the game up. Caleb Williams threw a touchdown to Zacchaeus in the end zone. And then Caleb Williams threw probably one of the best passes in Bears history to DJ Moore, my long lost cousin, in the end zone for the game with a touchdown. Bears win 22-16. What was your thoughts on that comeback win by the Bears? What was your thoughts?
I thought the defense played great. We put Jordan Love in the dirt, made him lead the game early, and then but credit to Malik Willis. He made some good throws. He made some good runs. He rushed for 44 yards. So he did his thing to try to help the Packers win. But I gotta give love to my boy Caleb. Even though Caleb, still misses some open throws, he did what he had to do to get us this dub. Our run game wasn't really there this week, so we had to rely on the pass. But it hurts to see that when Rome is out and Luther Burden is out, DJ Moore, this is the only time DJ Moore can have a good game. We need DJ Moore to be this consistent throughout the entire playoffs. So I need Ben Johnson, I need Caleb and DJ Moore to all get on the same page, because when DJ Moore is playing well, the Bears are playing well. And then on top of that, Rome has a lot of drops, man. So it's like if you get DJ Moore involved, that opens up the field for Rome. It opens up the field for Luther Burden, Zacchaeus, Loveland, Kamei. It opens up the field for everybody. So I just want to see more from DJ Moore and this offense, to be honest. But it was a good game throughout. You want to call that onside kick lucky? It wasn't lucky. That's what we do. We make big plays when we need it. Okay. The Bears have done it all season. They've made big plays. They've gotten key stops the entire season.
That is lucky.
But it was a great game.
That was a great game. The onside kick is luck. We not gonna act like onside kicks just happen frequently. If that was the case, I give you that. I think they showed the stat. I think teams all year are like 4 for like 60 something on onside kicks. It rarely happens. I know you guys are one of them, but don't act like it just magically just happens all the time. That's just not true. It's luck. It's lucky that Romeo Dobbs, who's supposed to be a receiver, he's out there that he fumbles the ball. Like, that's luck. But Caleb Williams came. Here you go. But Caleb Williams, I give him his. Okay. Caleb Williams came down and did what he was supposed to do. Came down. He made some good throws. He almost sold literally at the end, but he threw that fourth down touchdown pass. That was amazing. And then in overtime, Bears defense came to play, stopped them. They got the ball back. Caleb Williams threw probably one of the best touchdown passes of his career. Like, that was an amazing throw by him. And like you said, the Bears been doing this all year. I think they said that they got 5 behind wins, like come from behind wins this year. That would make it 6. That would make it 6. Yeah, that would make it 6. And I think that's a franchise record, or that's just the most in the league. That doesn't matter. That's still like crazy that they've been able to make these great comebacks. And give the Bears some credit. They are 11-4 right now. They are in really prime position to win the division. Because you beat the Packers. The only way you guys would lose the division, you guys basically will have to lose out, and the Lions will have to win out. So that's really the only chance. Is there a possibility? Yeah, it's a possibility, but the Bears control their own destiny. Like, the Bears go to the playoffs regardless. That doesn't matter. But to just get the second seed, they still low-key got a chance of getting the first seed, too. They still got a legit chance. They will have to win out, and I think the Seahawks got to lose out. So they got a legit chance of getting a bye, which every team wants a bye. But you got to give the Bears some credit.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that season with Kirk Cousins in Minnesota when they had all them comeback wins. Now the only thing is, that season didn't end too well for the Vikings, but I hope Caleb and them boys, like I said, we can't be doing this every game. We need some dominant wins to close out the season. But hopefully when the playoffs come around, we don't have to fight back like we've been doing the entire season.
Right now, the Bears, they're the second seed. They will face the Packers again. They will face the Packers again if they ended today. Like
BTA.
it's still up for grabs. It's still up for grabs, but that would still be a good game. Both the games were close. Both the games were close.
Mhm.
Both came down to the wire. So give the Bears credit. Give Caleb Williams credit. He is his sophomore year. He's been really, really good. Like he's had some up and downs his second year, and is in a new system with a new coach. But overall, he's been good. I give him his credit. He's been really good. Go ahead.
I think he's
You were gonna
like
say something.
600 yards away from having a 4,000-yard
He
season
is.
too.
He has. I think he has to get 250 in each game, which he can. He can
Which is
do that.
possible.
He can
Yeah,
really.
that's possible.
Yeah, he can definitely do that and be. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. People were saying it already, and I mean, you can. It's not. I'm not talking about you, but just in general, he probably is the best quarterback the Bears have ever had. Loki,
I think he is.
it's just facts. He probably is.
I think he is.
Like, I don't he's better than at least in our quarterbacks we saying he's better than Justin Fields. He's better than Mitchell Trubisky. He's better than Jay Cutler. Better than all them dudes. Those probably the best.
Rex Grossman.
Yeah, he's clears Rex Grossman. Kyle Orton, he better than them. Honestly, he clears damn near probably clear all of them. Maybe not Jay Cutler. He may not clear him, but he's definitely better. But everybody else, he damn near clears. He clears everybody else. All them dudes, ain't nobody worried about them. But good win by the Bears. Let's start with honestly probably the game of the year. That's what the game should start at. The Rams and the Seahawks. The Seahawks were down by 15 points. They came back, tied the game up. And Sam Darnold, who was playing not good in the first half, played really good in the second half. Played good in the second half and led the comeback to win 38-37 against the Rams. And we saw Puka Nacua have a monster game. 12 for 225, 2 touchdowns. Matthew Stafford for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. What was your thoughts on possibly the game of the year?
But before I go, Black Roden, what up, bro? And happy holidays, Simone. But you gotta get this Sam Darnold, like you said, he played butt in that first half. And then the second half he stepped it up. But you gotta give credit to Kenneth Walker, bro. He hit that 55-yard TD, which they really needed to start the third. Because if they didn't get that, it was gonna look scary because the Rams were in control the entire game. And then Jackson Smith-Njigba, he really caught on in the second half. But credit to Sam Darnold. This was a great game. I honestly think they should have lost that game because at the end, they called what was that backwards pass or something like that. They called that.
Yeah, it was a backwards pass. Technically, it's a fumble, and they picked it up in the end zone. So
yeah, so it was that was kind of shaky. But it was a great game. It was a great game throughout. I feel like if they would have had Devontae Adams, this would have been a different story.
I can't use that excuse.
But after this, do you still think Matthew Stafford's MVP?
Yes,
this is a game they're supposed to win.
I don't think him losing this. It's not like they got blown out and he played bad. He still played really good. So yes, he's still in the driver's seat to win MVP. Now Drake May, we probably get in that game after this, but Drake May did go into Baltimore. Baltimore ain't been good, but he did go into Baltimore, lead the comeback, and they won. But Matthew Stafford been hooping all year. And he had a really good game. I can't blame him for the defense just not getting key stops when you're up by 15 points. It's not Matthew Stafford's fault that Rashid Shaheed returns a punt. That's not my fault. Special teams. The special teams coach just got fired because of that. Well, not because of that specific play, but he got fired because special teams been boo-boo. And then your defense can get a key stop? That's not my fault. Matthew Stafford been hooping. Bro, Puka Nacua is top 5. He might not be 5.
He looking him between him and Jackson Smith-Njigba this season. Toss up.
I'll probably still go JSN because it's just JSN. Puka got something to say, bro. He got something to say. But Matthew Stafford had a good game. Sam Darnold, like I said, he turned it up and late in the second half. He played pretty good, but they just made the key stops. And Sam Darnold, he threw that touchdown to JSN in overtime, and then they got for a 2-point conversion. I'm glad they went for two because it's like we're trying to win. We ain't trying to go in no overtime and
Mm-hmm.
tie this game up. We trying to get the division. Like it looks like either the Bears or basically one of these NFC West teams are gonna get a first round bye. Like that's what's gonna happen. And like you said, Kenneth Walker finally had a good game. He had a monster game if we're being honest. JSN
Mm-hmm.
played good, but Puka like 12 for 225 and 2 touchdowns. That's
Yeah, I don't think
amazing,
I've
bro.
ever
But
seen a wide receiver go for 200 yards, bro.
I think Tyreek Hill did it like some years ago when he was on Chiefs. I think he did it. I think it was that game against Tampa Bay. I think he had like 200 yards. Like I mean, bro, but bro, that's the thing about Matthew Stafford. He will spam you. He's going to spam you, bro. He did the same thing with Cooper Cup, and he's doing the same thing with Puka. He will spam you the ball. I love to play with Matthew Stafford. But like Devontae Adams, it hurts. But I think the Rams, I don't know who they play next week. I know they play the Cardinals, I think. No, I think they beat the Cardinals. No, I think they end with the Cardinals. Free W coupon.
You said the Rams, right?
And they
They play the
they faced
Falcons.
the Falcons.
Yeah, the
They should
Falcons.
BTA them. They should BTA them. So they end with Falcons and Cardinals. BTA both of them. So, but the Rams, they're good. They're a really good team. But the Seahawks got to worry about them, man. That defense is stacked, and if Sam Darnold could play good, they got a chance. They really got a chance of making an NFC Championship game. I'm not gonna talk about the Eagles because it's the Commanders. We BTA, easy dub. Ain't nothing worried about that. Saints and Jets. I mean, the Jets are garbage. Saints. I told you Tyler Swift been playing decent. I told you he been playing decent. That man been hooping. Tyler Swift. Hey, you know the Jets don't have an NO this whole year, and
What?
they could become all year. They don't have an interception all year.
Hey, you seen that they head coach so much and they got a plan? Nigga, what plan do y'all have?
Aaron Glenn, you gotta say the right things though. You gotta say that to like the fans instead and tell them like, look, man, we got a plan. Trust the process, bro. Trust the process. I know we not good, but come on, we trust us, brother. You gotta trust me. So if you a Jets fan, you ain't listening to that.
Hell no.
Here you go, bro. You gotta believe, bro. You gotta believe. So when Ryan Poles was saying we got a plan, you believed it?
Yeah, because he actually
Oh, here
showed
you go.
he showed us, that he was taking the right steps. But to be honest, they shouldn't even be 3-12. It was a couple of games that they should have won. So they should be better than 3-12, honestly. I think it was like at least 2 or 3 games that they were supposed to win that they lost. So
they so bad, bro. They so garbage. Vikings and Giants, toilet bowl. Jackson Dart played like straight garbage. He played like trash, bro. And JJ McCarthy got injured again. He stay hurt. He stay hurt. I mean, they got
trade for Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow don't want to be there no more. Either him or Tua.
Yeah. I'll take Joe Burrow over Tua.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But if you can't get Joe, go get Tua.
Bengals, Dolphins, Bengals, BTA, Dolphins. I mean, it's crazy because after we talked, they benched Tua. Like, Tua's not going back there. If I'm Tua, I'm pissed because it's like, damn, I don't be in Florida no more. That fucking sucks. I'm gonna miss that Florida sun, man. And then I'll be pissed if I was him.
If you wanna keep his career, he better move on.
Let's talk about Bills and the Browns. Josh Allen really didn't have a really good game. Shedeur Sanders, he struggled again. Bills win 23-20. Josh Allen 12 for 19, 130 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. James Cook basically carried the team. The Browns, Shedeur Sanders 20 for 29, 157, a touchdown, 2 picks. Quinshon Judkins broke his ankle? I think his leg and his fibula. It's like, yeah, damn, that sucks. And nobody receiving it did nothing. But what's your take on like the Bills and the Browns and Shedeur Sanders struggling once again?
Well, that game was butt to me, to be honest, because it wasn't really, besides like the first quarter There wasn't really much offense. That first drive, Shador led them down to and got a touchdown, so that was good to see. But I didn't think he had 2 picks, but I don't think he played that bad. I honestly think they need some receiver help, bro. Like, not one receiver that they had when it got over 50 yards. Jerry Judy 3 for 12. Junkins was 5 for 29. Fannin was 4 for 34. Trayvon Williams was, I don't even know who that is. He was 4 for 38. So it's like I really think Shador needs some receiver help out there. I mean, he tried to, extend plays and help his team win, but you can't do nothing if you ain't got no talent over there, man. I didn't think he really played that bad though. I thought he played okay. I didn't think he played the best because he still had a chance. He still had a chance to drive down the field and tie the game up. But so I thought he played okay though. I didn't think he played bad per se. I thought it was just okay.
Josh Allen's still winning and playing out of his mind into the MVP race. He is an MVP candidate. He's not 1 or 2 though, but I would put him 3. I put him 3. The Bills will go as far as Jay takes them. Cook is having a phenomenal year rush. Man, I think he's leading the league in rushing now because Jonathan Taylor just, Jonathan Taylor was on a mission. Yeah, he did fall off. He did fall off. But James Cook has been amazing. Josh Allen didn't have honestly, I don't think Josh Allen, just like Shador, I don't think he played good, but I don't think he played bad. I guess you can say bad for his standards, Josh Allen standards. I guess you could say he played bad. I mean, they did get the W, but Shador Sanders, he got to stop with the picks, though. I feel like every game he throws at least 1 pick. I feel like
he's only his 5th game, G. It's only his 5th game.
Every game,
you gotta give him some. I mean, bro, you gotta think about it though. Like, he's only had 5 weeks to prepare as a starter. And then he doesn't even have a receiving core that he has a repertoire with. Relationships with. So it's like, I take it with a grain of salt. I think he's playing good for what he's been thrown into. Now, if he was doing this next season, then all right. But to be honest, the Bills are on fraud alert. They on fraud alert.
The Bills have to go to the Super Bowl. They don't even need to win. They just got to go. Before, real quick, Shador Sanders, what's this game? What? After this game, what's this game 5? It's game 5. So in 5 games, he has thrown 1,000 yards, 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns, 8 picks, got an 18 QBR rating. That's fucking bad. But it's only 6 games. I mean, it's 5 games. It is what it is. And a 67 passer rating. I'm just saying, 8 picks, though, in 5 games, that's not.
Come on. Some of them wasn't his fault, though. Some of them wasn't his fault, though.
Okay, take away the Jerry Judy one. 7. That's still
what game was that? It was one of them games where he threw it to one of his receivers and they bobbled it and it went in the other team's hand. It's like at least 2 or 3 picks that wasn't his fault.
Okay, we take 3 picks.
So if anything, he even or he's
5 picks. So basically, a pick in each game. Basically, you're throwing a pick in each game if you're taking 3 away. I mean, come on. It's only been 5 games.
Take it with. Why are we judging him so harshly? When it's only been 5. No, I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve any blame. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is we're judging him so harshly, like he's been starting every single game of the season when he's only had 5 games and did not have that much preparation. If he went through a whole training camp, if he was starting from the beginning of the season and he was doing all this, I would understand your sentiments. But he's only played 5 games, dog. Why you can't give him a grain of salt? He deserves blame. I'm not saying that at all. But he just still
keep that same energy for JJ McCarthy then. I want you to keep the same energy for JJ McCarthy. See, no, you got to do that. No. See, that's my thing with you, bro.
No, the thing is when JJ McCarthy's out there, when JJ McCarthy is out there, he makes bad plays. He makes bad throws. When Shador's out there, he's playing competent. JJ McCarthy is not playing competent. He only had 1 or 2 good games this season. And he's been a starter for damn near 2 years, even though he got hurt last year as well. That's another thing. He can't even stay on the field.
But he's a rookie. He's been hurt majority of the year. So, and he got injured in 2 games. 2 games I think it was this past game, and I think it was another one. I could be wrong. But I want you to JJ McCarthy is a rookie, basically. He's basically a rookie.
You know what the difference is, though? He's had a whole year to study. He had a whole year to know the playbook. He had a whole year to see defenses. So Shedeur didn't have that. That's the big difference. Because when Jordan Love was sitting behind Aaron Rodgers, what did he do? When all the quarterbacks were sitting behind,
he sat behind him for 3 years.
And JJ McCarthy's been injured for how many years?
1 year he got hurt. This is year 2.
And he's been hurt majority of this year as well.
Okay, then. So why can't you do the same thing with him then?
He's had the time to sit there and study the playbook. Well, he should know this offense. There should be no problems on the offensive end when you've been in this system for a whole year, damn near 2 years. Shedeur's only been in this offense for 5 games, and his head coach is selling him. What do you mean?
Bro, Shedeur Sanders, yes, 5 games. I get that. JJ McCarthy, yes, been injured, been rehabbing. He's been rehabbing all last year, comes into this year, struggling, gets hurt. What was that in game, 3? I think he got hurt against the Falcons. That was game 2. He got hurt in this hella time. All I'm saying is Shedeur Sanders has not been good when he has played. He's had 1 good game. 1 good game. JJ McCarthy, when he comes in the game, he hasn't been good either. He's had 2 good games? I just want you do this a lot. I want you to keep that same energy. You keep saying, oh, Shedeur rookie, take it with a grain of salt. But then when it's JJ McCarthy, who's a rookie technically, why can't you do the same thing for him? That's all I'm saying, bro. Just keep the same energy. You can't say, oh, Shedeur Sanders is a rookie. It is what it is. But then when JJ McCarthy out here, who's a rookie, who's been playing just say he's a rookie then.
No,
why can't we just keep the same energy?
Look at the scenarios both of them are in.
But he's a rookie though.
One is in a good organization with a head coach who's a quarterback whisperer and an offensive guru versus another guy. Yeah, his guy has won Coach of the Year twice, but he didn't believe in him. They are messing up damn near every game. How one game you give him the wrong play calls, the wrong wristband? They wouldn't have made no mistake like that in Minnesota. And then on top of that, JJ McCarthy had a whole year in the offense to learn the offense, and he still can't run that offense. That's not an excuse. You can't give him an excuse when he's had a whole year to study the offense, know his players, get a relationship with his players, and you're still playing like ass. And then he has one of the top receivers in the league. What top receiver does Shedeur have? His top receiver is fucking Fannin. A damn rookie or tight end rookie. And JJ McCarthy has Addison, who's a good receiver. He has TJ Hawkinson, a good tight end. And he has Justin Jefferson, a top 3 receiver in the league, dog. Like, come on, dog. Come on, G. The situations are not the same.
But he's still a rookie at the end of the day. That's what you said. That's what you said. That's what you said. You can't do that. Okay, so is Jackson Dart, we giving him a pass? This is what I'm talking about.
Yes, I will give him a pass. He's missing Malik Neighbors, who's arguably a top 5, top 10 receiver in the league. He's missing him. He has no weapons on that side. His offensive line is butt. JJ McCarthy has a good offensive line.
It's not the greatest. It's okay.
It's better than the Giants.
It's not great.
It's better than Cleveland.
It's okay, but it's not great. They're both playing butt. I just want you to do that same energy. You want to give Shedeur Sanders a pass.
He's a better quarterback than JJ. He's a better quarterback than JJ.
Shedeur?
If you put Shedeur on that Minnesota team, I guarantee you they would do better. That offense would look way better than what it looks with JJ McCarthy.
I think they would be the same. I think they will both struggle. I think it will be the same. I think they will literally both
he would have
struggle.
A head coach.
Okay, wait a minute.
Look at what he did with Carson Wentz.
The offense looked better with Carson Wentz than they did with JJ McCarthy, and everybody
And
thinks
why
that
and why
JJ
do you think
McCarthy and
that is?
everybody
And
thinks
why do
that
you think
JJ McCarthy is
why
better
do you
than
why do you think
Carson
that
Wentz.
is though?
I can't fucking
Why do you
tell.
think why do you think that is then? Why do you think that is though? Why do you think that
What?
is?
That Carson, they look better with
Why
Carson
do you
Wentz.
think it look better with why do you think it looked better with Carson Wentz than JJ?
He's a vet.
Why do you think it looked better?
He's a vet. Carson Wentz is a
You
vet.
you do know JJ McCarthy, up until that Falcons game, has only played 3 games, counting a preseason game from last year. He played 1 preseason game, got hurt, missed all of last year, and then only played 2 games. So you telling me up until then he only played 3 games, but we saying he dookie. But that ain't the point. So you okay? What about Dylan Gabriel?
Even in them 3
No,
games, he showed us
no.
nothing.
Are we giving? Are we giving Dylan
Dylan
Gabriel?
Gabriel was ass. He shouldn't even
Oh,
have got
he's
drafted.
okay, but he got the
Bro,
same thing
he
too,
even
though.
straight up your mouth, Dylan Gabriel was garbage. What are you talking about? It even came out your own mouth. Dylan Gabriel was garbage. What do you mean?
No, I'm saying I know that, but I'm saying, what do we think of Gabriel? Did he had the same amount of time as Shador? Got the same players. Are we giving him a pass too, or is he garbage?
He's garbage. Why would we give him a pass?
Why is he
Earlier in the season?
See it. Oh my
Early
God!
in the
Okay.
season, early in the season, they were running a competent offense for him. There were no mistakes. He had preparation. He was getting throws in training camp. He had everything to succeed. What did Shador have to succeed? What did he have to succeed? Nothing.
What did
Nothing.
Gabriel? You act
He
like, bro.
got
You
first
acting like
team
Dylan.
reps the entire training camp. What are you talking about?
That's not true. That's
Shador
not all
didn't
the
get
entire.
no fucking first team reps until the first time he was going to start. What do you mean?
But okay, first of all, Dylan Gabriel did not get first team reps the entire offseason. That's not true. That's not true. Did he get more than Shador? Yes. No, he did. I said he did, but I'm saying not the entire offseason. Bro, look at this. You can't do that, bro. You just can't. You're just like LaShawn McCoy. You're dick riding. It's okay.
No, you're LaShawn McCoy. You're a hater. You're a hater. You're a certified hater, dog.
No, I'm staying consistent. I'm staying consistent. You can't say Shador gets a pass, but when Dylan Gabriel has the same amount of players, the same offensive weak ass line, when it was out there garbage, you can't say, he trash. But when it's Shador, it's like, he's a rookie. I can do the same thing with Dylan Gabriel. He's a rookie. I want you to stay consistent.
Didn't it come out your own mouth that they were not calling the same plays for Shador that they were for Dylan Gabriel? So what do you mean? They were setting Dylan Gabriel up to succeed. They just started calling good plays for Shador. We didn't see any mishaps with Dylan Gabriel. We didn't see any mistakes when it came to coaching with Dylan Gabriel. But we seen hella mistakes
he was
when
bad.
it came to Shador.
He was bad. Dylan Gabriel was playing bad.
Did they fuck up a wristband with Dylan Gabriel? No. Did they give him?
Oh my God.
Did they make sure? Did they make sure they were calling the right plays that fit Shador when he first started? No. What are you talking about?
Bro,
Dylan Gabriel got to throw the ball damn near hella times. Shador didn't. His first start, Shador went through the ball less than 30 times. What are you talking about? And they let Dylan Gabriel throw the ball when he can't even throw past 25 yards. Come on now.
First of all, I don't think a wristband is the game changer against the Bears. I don't think that's just this game changer. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
He's a rookie who's only been at that point. We started with like 2-3 games. He doesn't know all the plays yet. What do you mean?
No.
So that wristband is very helpful.
But I'm okay. So if he was facing against the Patriots, you think that wristband was just gonna be a game changer for them beating the Patriots?
It would have been a game changer even if they was facing the weakest team in the league.
Answer the question. Would that wristband miss?
Let's not finish. It would have been a game changer even if they were facing the weakest team in the league. It would have been a game changer no matter what.
That wristband is not a game changer against the Bears.
What did they use the wristband
it's not a game changer.
What did they use the wristband for, Sheldon?
It's for the plays, but they got the plays. But we not gonna act like, first of all.
So if they're in my ear calling one play and I look to my wristband and see what play that is, and it's not on my wristband, how the fuck is that not setting me up for failure? They had to add plays during the middle of the damn game.
What I'm saying is
Dog,
that
let's move on.
wristband mishap is not a game changer against the Bears. Record wise, is one of the best teams in the NFC. It's just not. It's not. I'm just saying. I want if Dylan Gabriel, if he was out here playing Dookie, he had the same exact players just like Shador. I just need you to be like, you know what? Dylan Gabriel was ass. I think Dylan Gabriel was playing ass. I honestly haven't even seen Shador been playing ass. I just think he ain't been playing like great. I'm just not gonna use the he's a rookie. I take it with it. No, then if you're gonna do that, I need that same energy for Dylan Gabriel. I need that same energy for JJ McCarthy. I need that same energy. But you won't do that. I understand that. You do this all the time.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say about this. Each scenario and each thing is different. You cannot grade everything the fucking same. Every scenario is different. Every situation is different. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's move on, dog. Because I'm not gonna keep arguing about it. Because you don't get it. You don't get it. So I'm not gonna keep arguing with this about just going in one ear out the other. I'm not gonna keep arguing with this about you, bro. And we got other topics to talk about. So let's move on.
He a hater, y'all.
No, you're the hater. You're pro organization than you are pro player, which I do not get.
I don't. Why did? Never mind.
No, you're pro organization, dog. Anybody in the chat?
I'm actually pro both sides.
Anybody that watch
I'm actually pro both sides.
No, you're not.
I always say I look at it from both sides.
No, you don't.
I got a question then. You think DK Metcalf should have got suspended?
Let's move on.
We are moving on. You think DK Metcalf should have got suspended?
Yes. You don't put your hands on the fan no matter what they say to you.
Okay, then. I agree.
You just tried. You thought you were gonna set me up. No. You asked that question because you thought I was gonna be pro player in that situation.
I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think.
Nigga,
I asked you, do you think? I asked you, what do you think? Do you think he should have got suspended? Because everybody thinks he shouldn't have got suspended 2 games because people over here saying crazy stuff to him. Again, I agree with you.
Since I'm pro player, you asked that question because you thought I was going to be on DK Metcalf's side. That's why you asked that question, dog. You tried to set me up. You tried to make me look like I'm a hypocrite. So, but let's move on.
I mean, you kind of are sometimes, man.
If that's what you think.
You give grace to the players you like.
Let the chat decide.
Black Road, what you think, bro? What you think if you still in here, bro? You do this all the time. You do this all the time, bro.
Let the chat decide.
You do. All right, man.
My fans decide.
And Simone, you don't say nothing because you biased. So you say nothing. You say nothing. You're biased. You're too biased. You're too close to the situation. So you say nothing. You say absolutely nothing. You're too close. He might come out of nowhere and take a Christmas present away from you. So no, don't even. You just say nothing. You say nothing. Don't know. You're biased. But no, the Panthers win 23-20 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We talked about last week saying this was a crucial game for the Panthers or the Bucs. Baker Mayfield actually played bad. 18 for 26, 145. He actually had all the weapons, and you would think with all his weapons there, potent offense, they only scored 20 points. Bryce Young, I don't think Bryce Young played the greatest, but he made like some good throws. He threw that touchdown to Ted. Ted is a dog. The Panthers have a really good defense. They have a really good defense, but Bryce Young, I think he played okay. He did play better than Baker Mayfield, but what's your take on Panthers taking a division lead over the Buccaneers?
Well, first thing and foremost, I don't understand why they do not give it to Bucky Irvin at the goal line, dog. Like, that makes no sense to me. He's your best running back, dog. Give him the ball at the goal line. And then, on top of that, the Panthers defense has looked good. I'm not gonna lie. Their defense definitely looked good. I feel like, and on top of that, I feel like the coach has done enough to where he doesn't put Bryce in harm's way. And Bryce has done a good job of running with his legs and throwing it out of bounds and knowing when to throw it, not to. But at the end of the game, I think Baker had threw that I think he was trying to go to Mike Evans, but Mike Evans, he thought Mike Evans was gonna go out, like running towards out of bounds, but he ended up cutting back in, and it was bad for them. Me personally, I would have went for the field goal. I would have just wasted clock, went to the field goal, and went into OT because I feel like they had momentum. I understand, you had like 50 seconds, 30 something seconds left on the 50 something seconds left on the clock, so you want to go and get a TD to win the game. But at that time, the Panthers D was playing good. Yeah, your offense was rolling, but I would have kicked that field goal and I would have went into OT and tried to win it there.
The Bucks have lost 6 out of their last 7 games because they were like 4-1 at one point.
Yeah, they was on
in the
fire.
year, and they look comfortable, and that was when Mike Evans missed some time. Chris Godwin didn't start the season, so he missed some time. Berkey Irvin missed a decent amount of time too. Like he missed a decent amount of time, but I'm telling you, man, like Bryce Young is good. Sometimes he looks, I don't like to say scared. He looks way better than he did last couple of years. Looks way better, but I feel like but outside of that game against the Falcons, I haven't seen like another like really good game. I think he's just playing really good. Like Black Rose saying right now, Bryce has managed to save his career from being a bust. That's true, but I think he's been a game manager, and that's fine. That's fine. But the running game didn't really do nothing. But Bryce Young took it to his own hands and played good. Like I said, Ted had a touchdown. Jatavion Sanders, he caught a touchdown. Jalen Coker, he got 3 for 47. Like they played pretty good, but Baker Mayfield, they've been selling. And now it looks like a team that was clearly the best team in the division is about to not make the playoffs, because one of those teams got to make the playoffs, and one of those teams will host a playoff game. One of them will host a playoff game. But I think the Bucks play Dolphins, and then they play the Panthers at home, and then the Panthers play Seahawks this week. They play Seahawks, and then they play Bucks, obviously, in Tampa.
I think they're going to lose that Seahawks game. Hey, quick question, though. Is Bryce Young a franchise quarterback? Because, like, the way he's playing, he doesn't look like a bust anymore. He just looks like an okay quarterback. Like, he looks like a starter, but I wouldn't say a franchise quarterback.
When you say franchise, you talking about like the Josh Allens and the Patrick Mahomes? He on that type of level? No,
those are superstars. I mean, like somebody that you can a franchise quarterback, somebody that that can lead you to a playoff victory, to the Super Bowl potentially.
I don't think he can lead me to the Super Bowl, but I think he can. I think he kind of is a franchise quarterback. I wouldn't put him on like tier 1, maybe not even tier 2. It's kind of reminded me to an extent, kind of how Baker is. You didn't know Baker was decent when he was with the Browns. He had that one really good year. They went to the playoffs. Then they basically cut him. He gets bounced around. Looks like Baker Mayfield's career is just going to be all around the league. But next thing you know, Baker goes to Tampa. I think Baker is a franchise quarterback, and I think that's kind of what Bryce is. Bryce hasn't shown us franchise quarterback play consistently. There have been games he showed me I was like, whoa, okay, Bryce. I think he kind of is, but not. Okay, let me ask you, would you give Bryce Young, okay, are you giving him the 5th-year option? Or are you extending him because he's a extension eligible? Now, I don't think he's getting 200+ mil. That's not happening. Yeah. But would you extend him long term, or would you just say we really don't know yet? Yes, you had a better year this year, but we got to see. So we'll just 5th-year option you.
I will give him the 5th-year option. I want to see what he does next year, and then after that, depending on what he does next year, then that's whatever type of contract. Depending on play, that's what I will offer him. Because if they do good next year, they're not gonna have a high enough draft pick to draft a quarterback. So it's like, so it's like you damn near got to rock out with him. But I would definitely give him that 5th year first, just to see how how he plays that year, and then move on from there.
Even if they were garbage, I don't think they drafting the quarterback. They wouldn't draft no quarterback anyway. You can be like, bro, at some point you can't you. I'm just saying, like, you can't be wasting like picks on like quarterbacks. It's just like with the Browns. Like, bro, you have Deshaun Watson, Shador Sanders. Why am I drafting the quarterback? Why am I wasting a pick on the quarterback for what? Like, no. And the same thing with the Panthers. Even if we were garbage, I still wouldn't waste I wouldn't waste it. Now is a controversy. Like, I wouldn't do that. Just to get him, I think they need another type weapon. Like Ted is one. Rico Dowd's been good. The offensive line has been okay, but they had a lot of injuries. I think you need to give him like a number 2 wide receiver. Like if they had if Jordan Addison was there or something, it'd be way better. If as a number 2, just as a number 2. If Jordan Addison was there, I think they'd be decent. I think that'd be really good. All right, we're gonna do like 2 more games, then we move on because we've been damn near almost an hour on football, which is we really don't do that. Jaguars and Broncos. Jaguars BTA the Broncos. I was kind of, I picked them to win, but I did not think this. I was not predicting BTA, especially, Broncos had like one of the top defenses in the league. And the Jaguars actually have a top defense too. Bo Nix didn't really play that good. Trevor Lawrence been playing decent. Trevor Lawrence. Told you, man, I still got Trevor Lawrence fit best quarterback in my quarterbacks. He fit best. 23 for 36, 279, 3 touchdowns. Travis Etienne, 16 carries, 50 yards, had a touchdown. Parker Washington, 6 for 145. Bo Nix struggled, 28 for 47. Some of this is garbage time stats, so this don't mean nothing. Cortland Sutton, 6 for 86, a touchdown. But what's your take on this game?
Hey, before I get my take, are we counting out Brian Thomas Jr.? Like, is it just a bad year, or
I think this is a bad year. He's been garbage. He's been ass.
But Trevor Lawrence has turned the corner. I feel like he's definitely turned the corner. I think he's been playing really good. Travis Etienne's been playing really good after a down year last year. And the Jags are looking scary, and they're doing this without their top pick and Travis Hunter. So I'm really surprised though that Bo Nix had a bad game. I mean, he's been a little inconsistent all year. But I thought that, with that defense and then Sean Payton play calling, I thought they would have played a little bit better than this. I thought it would have been a closer game than this. I would have thought it would have at least been 1 touchdown game instead of 2. But I feel like Bo Nix didn't really make the throws that he needed to make. He played below average that game. And that's the reason why they lost. It was all due to quarterback play.
They were due for a loss. They won 11 straight games. They were due. Just like how the Patriots lost last week against the Bills. The same thing with the Broncos. They were due for a loss. Look, man, Trevor Lawrence, people say he got overpaid. That's fine. It's whatever. Trevor Lawrence is definitely a franchise quarterback.
He looking like he worth it now. These last couple of games, look like he worth that.
I mean, hey, he looked like how he came out of Clemson, man. Generational quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks since Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning. Andrew Luck was generational at one point. He was a GOAT. But Trevor Lawrence looks like how he was coming out. He looks really good. Is moving his legs on target with everybody. Like, I think I saw the stat, like his last, I think during the win streak, he has 16 touchdowns. It's something like that. Like, he's been going dummy crazy, bro. They haven't gotten the division yet, and it's crazy because it looked like after they got BTA by the Rams in London, you was like, yeah, it's over for them. And look at them now. Like, they've been killing ever since. Trevor Lawrence, he's a monster. He's like top 15, 20-ish quarterback, but he's playing like the guy. And, I'm proud of him. I've stuck by with him, man. I always believe to an extent. He looks better, man. With Liam Cohen, that offensive guru, he looks way better. All right, last game. All the other games are trash. Ravens and the Patriots. Patriots come back to beat the Ravens 20-24. Lamar Jackson gets hurt. Derrick Henry had a good game. And then all of a sudden, John Harbaugh just took him out the game for some damn reason. This happens all the time. I feel like every time Lamar Jackson doesn't play or he gets hurt, for some reason, Derrick Henry just doesn't play anymore. I don't know why. Don't ask me. But the Patriots come back. Patriots one of the best teams in the league. What's your thoughts on the Patriots beating the Ravens?
That boy Drake May playing out his mind still. Stephon Diggs, he had a great game. But the Ravens, bro, I think that one though for championship has been close. And then, since Lamar's been hurt, he hasn't looked the same. And then he got hurt again. But that defense isn't what it used to be. And then the offense is subpar. Like it just looked ugly. Like, yeah, they got out to a good start to start the game, but it still looked ugly. And then, with that Patriots defense and then Drake May playing well this season, I had a feeling they was gonna come back. But I think it's time. I think it's time to fire Harbaugh. I'm not gonna lie. He's been there for a while. And each year they've got, I wouldn't say worse, but they've slid off each year. I think it's just time for a new voice and a new change again, honestly. And they need to revamp that defense, because that defense is not the Ravens defense that we know.
They need a wide receiver one.
Yeah,
like they need a wide receiver one, bro. They never had, bro. Like, Zay Flowers is not a one.
He's not. He's a two.
He's a two, not a one. Like, if Lamar Jackson probably just had freaking Chris Olave or something, life would be so different. I'm telling you, life would be so different. But he has Zay Flowers. They always be bringing in these old wide receivers like DeAndre Hopkins, bro. This ain't DeAndre Hopkins with the Texans. That man was a monster. DeAndre Hopkins he's washed, and basically his best weapon is Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is good tight end. He's good, but that ain't it. Lamar Jackson has been garbage. It's just facts. I don't care. Like, he's been hurt. You out there. You've been playing like straight trash. Like, even before the injury, you 7 for 10 for 101 yards. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, you've been garbage.
These last two games, would you take? Because right now the Ravens had a 14th pick. Would you tank these last two games to try to get a better pick? So you can
if it was up to me, I would. But will they? No. I think if they feel like they got a chance, they can still win the division. They can still do it. They just need the Browns to beat the Steelers, and they got to win against the Packers. The odds of that is very low. It's very low because they faced each other in the last game of the season. So they need to win. Browns got to somehow win the game. Browns suck. So I doubt they beat the Steelers. I would tank. I would tank, and I'd probably just punt this season. Just give it up. It's over with. Y'all not going nowhere. Even if y'all do make the playoffs, y'all ain't beating none of these teams with how Lamar Jackson is playing anyway. So it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if Lamar Jackson was healthy, y'all would not be like this. Y'all wouldn't. Y'all wouldn't be like this bad. Like, outside of the game he came back against the Dolphins, Lamar Jackson has not been good. He's just not been good. But Drake May, like you said, that man a dog. 31 for 44, 382 touchdowns. Yeah, he threw a pick, whatever, but Drake May is a monster. And the Patriots, they look like a legit Super Bowl contender. They look like a threat in the AFC. And people got to watch out for them. Like, they look really good. Did not see this coming with 12-3 record. They're 7-0 on the road. I did not know that. That is very shocking. 7-0 on the road.
That's really good.
And I think their last two games are against the Dolphins and the Jets. BTA.
That's two dubs. Yeah, that's two dubs.
BTA. So, but give Patriots credit, and the Ravens, I agree with you. I think it might be time. Sometimes you just need a new voice. Sometimes you get over the same voice, and like you said, I don't think they regress. I just think they've been the same. You haven't gone nowhere. You've been to one AFC Championship game in the Lamar Jackson era, and y'all blew that. Y'all blew that, and then y'all just, and Lamar Jackson, let's just face it. When it comes to playoffs, sometimes he hasn't played good. He hasn't played the best. So I do think it is time for a new voice. I think you're right. It might be time to fire John Harbaugh. All right, man.